Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Jakeem Grant now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The interception. Here's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
They go play action now. Jackson being chased out left. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Golden Tate, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive and you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The crossing route complete. It's Grant. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
They're coming.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll set up to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And now here come the Ravens. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
Second and 9 now from the 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack.
I
took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Now a play fake here on first down. He uncorks it for Snead. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
On second down, Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
While there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. And we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Matt Hogg now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the Ravens taking the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Tight dog.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Tight ends right. Hey, 4 down.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Check it out.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Now, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
No. Check. Patriot.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 88 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Hut! Over! Watch him now, Barney! Hut!
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Hey, we got four.
Now a handoff looking right. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Watch right. Over!
This time Jackson will throw it. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Gun! Hut! Gun!
From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When do these quarterbacks go into learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
5 down. Stand up in. Detroit! Gun!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gun!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more on that one and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
He'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, it's great. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll drop the throw. It's complete to Grant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
56. Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2.
4 down.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. David Johnson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Tight end right. Hey, 4 down.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Gun! Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Gun!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dumping it off for Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Given 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Watch left. He's tight right there.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Sanders' kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Gun!
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You got 4.
Here's Jackson throwing again. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Got four down. Hot.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's taken on the 25. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. And it's the Chiefs that have grabbed the early lead over the Chargers. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Looking to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break, all square. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently. But that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Blitz.
Gone. Leopard. Hot.
Check.
Gone.
They'll So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Cordray Tankersley on the stop defensively.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
You must be treated.
On third down, Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Double tight. 4 down, 4 down. 55's mine, guys, 55.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face third down. The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
If you kill it, no.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
Double tight. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Tighten up.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it won't be a pick six, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, Never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. David Johnson, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set.
Gun! 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 Gun!
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Jackson on 3rd down, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, End up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12.
There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Man, I got you.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. That's to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms have ever been used, they come into play for the guys out.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Gone!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. throw is Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Mike Bennett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Room past the 20. David Johnson on his way. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. David Johnson, 94 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry.
Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I rarely question anyone's effort on the field. But normal, you give up a touchdown like that, a long-distance play, there's usually not a lot of resistance on the extra point. In this case, though, boy, they bowed their backs and got after it, didn't they?
Yeah, a little revenge. Nicely done.
Yeah, way to go. Get in there, block it, and show them that they're still fighting.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They go play action here on first down. And he lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Johnson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Underneath for Johnson. Now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Dolphins have got it.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Double tight. We got 4. We got 4.
And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
Guys, double tight. Hey. We got 3. We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Check 37. Check 37.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Dolphins, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.